All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the race weekend. We are going to be here in Singapore for round 9 of the Champions Series. I'm your host Stinky One, and I'm here with Iverson.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's it going today?
It's going good. We're getting ready here. We're about to go into the short qualifying.
Short
You ready to do
qualifying.
your thing?
Oh, already so soon? We just started though. You don't want to get into it a little bit, talk about it, and then I'll give like a sweeping, beautiful thing, or you just want to
Ah,
get it over
yeah.
with. Is that gonna
Now we
rip
could
the
do that.
band-aid off thing for you? You just want
Oh, we could
you
do
don't
it.
want
You
to
want to
hear
do it
it?
in between? We could do it in between the two.
I mean, I
I'm fine
feel
with
like
that.
it could be a good fill for a loading screen. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
I just work here.
Like the one
I
we're
don't
in
even
right
work here.
now.
Do I work here?
Oh,
Oh, this loading screen? I don't know what you're talking
no,
about.
All
Well,
right, let
since you're
me.
so interested, welcome to the Marina Bay Street Circuit, everyone, the sparkling heart of the Singapore Grand Prix, where the city's glittering skyline meets the ferocity of Formula One under the stars. This night race, famed for its humid conditions and relentless turns, challenges drivers on a winding path through Singapore's illuminated streets, combining high-speed stretches with tight technical corners. The circuit's unforgiving barriers demand precision, while the humidity and lights add layers of complexity, testing the limits of both car and driver. As they navigate past iconic landmarks in a spectacular nocturnal setting, the Marina Bay Circuit encapsulates the thrill and glamour of Formula One, making every lap a mesmerizing battle against the backdrop of one of Asia's most dynamic cities. So close every time. It's the last sentence.
It's always the last
Always the last
sentence.
sentence. So you're
She,
so close to it.
it's like you could
You
feel
gotta
it.
get there. You can feel the end coming, and you're like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's also just like a lot. It's hard to. I don't know. I don't know. It's challenging, guys. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I've barely finished a cup of coffee. It is 11 though. It's kind of late.
Kinda like. So we have a few new drivers here. A few
Mhm.
drivers. We have one moved over. And sorry, I'm like doing multiple things. Probably shouldn't talk
Multiple
while I do
things at once.
it.
There's so much going on, man. But welcome to Singapore, everyone. It's a good track. I like this track. Love a good street circuit. Always fun to watch. I feel like it adds like a little bit of spice to it because there's not runoffs and gravel. There's walls, which is always
Exactly.
exciting. Um, well, a little less forgiving. A little less
All right.
forgiving.
Here we go. We got one of the drivers on inters again.
Mm-hmm. 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 I didn't know it only showed up in 2008. The Marina Bay Circuit showed up to the Formula One schedules in 2008. Huh.
Yeah, it's a fairly new one. Fairly new. Yeah, and our last. So we're going to be here looking at pole, and the key driver that we're going to be wanting to watch is going to be William. William has won it in the last 3 times we've raced here, or the only 3 times we've raced here. He's gotten pole
Which
every single time.
the last three. They're the only, but they're also just the last three.
They are the last 3, and also
Fine.
the only. They can be both. They can be both.
Porque no los dos.
Yeah. But there's a few other drivers, obviously, we're going to keep an eye on, and that's going to be the drivers of Nikolai. I think he has a chance here to put in a good pole time on
Do
this
something
track.
spicy.
Yeah, we have Landon there.
Almost dusk.
Always somebody to keep an eye on when he's a very good single lap
Dynamic
driver.
driver.
Yeah. We have Anders there has been positioned himself pretty well. We do have one driver missing, Aguilera, today because of a race ban, so it'll be nice to see him on the track again next weekend.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But won't be there. He's been doing really good in pole or in qualifying as well. We have all these drivers are starting their laps.
Looks like we got 5 drivers currently in laps. Currently going for it.
Yeah. Should we go and watch the new driver, Kanai? Kanai's out there right now.
Sure.
Getting close. Oh, yep. The car gets out of the way. This is a difficult track. You have to make sure you're keeping an eye on where the other drivers are, because
It doesn't look terribly.
it's definitely not an easy track to get out of the way if you're in the wrong spot, especially if you're like in a weird section of the track. So you like want to keep that in mind. You don't want to get in trouble for that. Stays in between the lines. There is an invalidation spot right there near the end of that. And we come here through the final corner. And then Paul puts the provisional fastest lap, 138.058. But there it is, a 128.987. That is very fast already.
Nice.
And we're looking if Miller's going to be able to beat that.
Doing big things.
So our fastest pole lap here is 128.495. So it's right near it already. You see there Miller only doing 129.701. It is their first lap, so it's probably not fully pushing. That lap's really quick. Hill doing 132.415, so gets that first lap out. I think that's the most important part, right? It's just making sure you get that lap out.
Looks like
And then,
Williams,
yeah.
He's doing one.
Yeah, and we have Nikolai right in front of him too, so we'll see what he does. We'll stick with William though, because we know he's really fast. He's actually going fastest through sector 2. Nikolai has fastest sector 1 though.
Ooh.
They're very close. They have almost identical times coming through the final corners. Let's see what Nikolai gets up. 128.383 and a 128.244. There we go. The two Red Bulls. What they've done all season long. Putting themselves in 1 and 2.
I don't like how do I say this? It's very reminiscent of real life F1,
Real life.
and I don't like it.
Well, well, at least the Haas's are up there. Not
I mean, they're
somebody-
doing well. They're doing well. Out of way. Like, there's no hate on them as drivers. It's the team.
It's not the drivers,
It's
the
the
teams.
logo.
Yeah, so with that 128.244, that is the fastest pole time we've seen in the Champion Series. So we're already beating it. I mean, we're not too surprised, right? It's the second season in this version of the game.
Yep.
All the times they always improve as the time goes on. So as you can see already, a 128 is your goal, because the 128 is going to get you in a decent spot. And we have Ghosty here. Okay, the car gets out of the way. It's actually his teammate, so he knew he was coming. And Ghosty, let's see what Ghosty is about to put up. 129.5. That's a solid first lap.
Out of way.
That's what you want to do, because that gets you a decent spot. You don't have to worry too much. You push a little bit harder on your second lap. And now we have Macti. Macti, his teammate, started their lap. I wonder where he's going to actually get a tow from his teammate from. Actually, right here, I think. It's going to be a really good spot to get one from, too. It's pretty much like the other straight. Yeah, it gets out of the way. Does a decent first sector of 26.986. So it's about the same as what Miller put down through sector 1. Okay, let's see if we collapse this. See more of this track.
That reminds me of Mr. Randers.
Mr. Anderson.
I feel like that ages us.
It did. It did.
24 years old.
I mean, even that was pretty
25
old
years
for even you.
25 years old. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was.
You would have had
2.5,
to seen that.
3.
Yeah, you would have had to seen that again to remember it.
3 when that movie came out.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm as old as The Simpsons.
disgusting. Mac team 129, 152. Add away.
There we
Representing.
go.
Well done. Well
In
done.
his Miller on another out lap here. Lungi gets a. He got a penalty there. We still have one driver left to do a lap. Is William doing another lap? Yeah, William's about to come across the line right now. He's doing another one. It goes faster, 127.785.
That's some speed.
Okay, I did see that correctly.
Yeah.
I almost didn't catch that.
That's correct. That is
Wow.
the time.
I was like, wait, this guy is going fast.
It's half a second faster.
Yeah.
0.6-ish.
He was going very fast. But we have Macti here doing another lap. He already came out. Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong. I'm not on Macti. Macti is on a lap, though, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, no, he's not. He bailed out of it. So this is. I'm back with Kunai.
Yeah,
So Kunai here. Reserving here for the Haas team at the moment. Is in P4. Looking to improve that with this car in front. I wonder what this car is doing. Okay, does get out of the way. Oh, and Miller is retired. What happened there?
I don't know.
I believe he just... Kunai did beat his time, 128.616. But what happened there with Miller? Miller is only in 10th, though. I don't know what happened there. And I think I missed when Landon got into P3 with the 128.552. He did that a bit ago, I think, because he's in the pits.
Yeah. I sent him an invite in case he accidentally left the session. I didn't see that.
I think it did say he left the session, but I don't know.
I sent him an invite in case. If he needed one. He needed one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. So we do still have two drivers have not put in a lap yet with James and Nolly. I'm still waiting for them to put in a lap time, and I think James is about to cross the line right now. Gets it to P11 there with a 131.849.
Oh, nice. That was clean.
And
Sorry,
Paul
I'm
gets
on
into
board with my drivers and
P12.
Beautiful toe.
Oh, yeah?
Commendable.
So Ghosty here on a hot lap. Yeah, a decent first sector there again. About 2/10 off. There we go.
Very nice, very nice.
Good second one. Now about 5/10 off, so about half a second off of the fastest time.
Which puts him at number 2.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if he's able to hold it through the final corners. And it might be a little bit off. Does improve. Stays in P7.
Close, close.
Got it closer. Maybe I lost a lot of time through the last sector there. Okay. Driver's invalidating still. Oh, Nolly finally put in a lap, so does get a lap in. Gets the little bit of peace in mind. I wonder if William is going to come out again or not.
Maybe.
Like, that's a really good time.
That's a really good time. Yeah, you might be able to just like hang out with that.
Now we
retired.
Yeah, now and you're and now we have Macti here out.
I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee real quick. I'm just or maybe some tea. One of those Europeans like their tea. Or is that just
I think that's everybody. I think everybody likes tea. My friend. Yeah. I'm just saying. But we have Macti here. The two Alpines have seemed to have been like on this staggered hot lap. One does a hot lap, then the other one does a hot lap, and he's actually not doing a hot lap. He bails out on it. Probably wasn't beating his time, so just comes in.
Or it was just, an effective return to the pits. Just officially wants to get in another go at it and doesn't want to have to, rush to the end, maybe. I don't know. I just work here.
You don't, though. I'm just
I don't.
You don't?
Not even supposed to move. I have the roles in Discord.
Have it. Oh, here we go. Lungy going green and green. Those purple sectors through those are not correct. I don't know why that's broken in the game. Because that was not a purple sector 2. It was a green though. So he's improving his time. Gonna come across the line. Gets into P8. So jumps one. Gets past Sandy there with a 129.386. There we go. I think these two drivers are going to play a huge role. So we have the Haas there in P10 still, right? And he might even drop further. We'll see. That's going to play a huge role in this Alpine and McLaren battle. And then that Haas, who's trying to actually get up there with the Red Bulls to fight them. So I'm really curious how this all plays out as we come closer to the end of this. Can any of these drivers jump the Red Bulls?
Can they jump the Red Bulls? I mean, it'll be. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna see a Red Bull 1-2 today. We might.
Ooh. Okay.
But I don't think we will. That's my prediction.
All right.
Maybe a 1-3, but I think someone's going to sneak their way into position.
It's not a bad option, right? We saw that somebody can do a 27. Like a 27 is possible. I think any of these drivers who have gone into the 29 or the 28s can do it. You just have to put in one good session. But you have Kunai here doing another lap. I think it's their third attempt. So, third time's the charm, right?
It was more of a race prediction, too.
Oh, yours was a race prediction. Well, yeah. I thought you were talking about... We're just talking about pole.
No. Who cares?
I mean, quali.
No, Williams got pole. That's.
You think Williams got the pole? I don't know.
That's a good time, man.
It's a very good time. It's a very good time. But you want to keep them. You want to keep them both. You want to keep them. Got to give them hope. White lies. White lies.
I hope that they do well. That's my hope.
Okay. Yeah. But we do have here Kunai doing a really good. So it has struggles through sector 1, but gets a good sector 2 time. Is it going to be enough, though? Is it going to be enough here to jump any of these drivers? and does jumps them both there. Kunai goes into P2 with the 128.331. But we have Nikolai, Lannon, Anders, Macti, all of them on a hot lap here. So we're gonna keep jumping backwards. Anders is actually further up in this. So I'm gonna be actually on Anders. And Anders comes across the line, improves, gets it to P2 there.
Ooh.
Nikolai comes across the line, improves, gets it to P3. And Lanny comes across the line. Oh, it does not. I think he did not get it. He did not improve his time.
Lungy improved though. He went into
Lungy jumps all the way to P7 there. The 129.140. So Anders gets P2 there with 128.222. Nikolai just barely misses out. 128.227. Yeah, Kunai doing a 128.331. Pedal calibration issue, hopefully fixed now, but I don't know. That is a rough one. Good luck to everybody out there studying. Hey, you know, you gotta make sure your priorities are correct, and that one sounds correct to me. It might suck, but you know, you gotta do it. And there we go. That was quali. And for the fourth time in the Champions Series, William gets pole in Singapore.
Yeah, I mean, all he sees is number one. That's it.
He's making records. They're going to be hard to beat. It's not just because now he has 4 of them here. He has 4 consecutive. Oh, that's a hard one.
It is a bit. He does well here. It's impressive.
He does very well here. You know.
Oh, my eyeballs.
His eyeballs, guys.
My eyeballs. Dude, it's these allergies, man. It's springtime here. Like flowers everywhere and shit. Stuff. Sorry. Things. Ugh, okay, now I can see. Oh, that's better. Alrighty. No formation lap again, correct?
It shouldn't be, so we're gonna go right into it.
Straight into it.
We should go right into it.
No hezzy.
Which one is the removing? It's F2 to remove the HUD.
I don't know. I use controller.
Oh yeah. I try to do it really quickly once it starts.
Up the game, but just switch to a controller. It's easier. Actually, I don't know if it's easier. It's less frustrating for some reason because every time I see like their loading screens and stuff, I expect to be able to use my mouse and I just can't. I think that's what it is. So it's for the lack of brain hurting.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, lights away in 3, 2, 1. Go. That was really long. That was a really long light.
It was. But here we go.
We are away.
We have there Anders in P2. Let's jump back because William getting a good jump there and gets away. And we can see one of the Alpines already getting a good jump. It's looking to try to attack, but isn't able to. And it doesn't look like anybody moved.
No, I think. Well, let me actually.
One position from Miller. And take Sandy in the back. Other than that, it's all been. It's a fairly good jump. MacT and Lungy, the only 2. And Nolly on mediums. Everybody else on the hards. So 3 drivers doing a medium to hard strat, and the rest are most likely going hard to medium. And that is just a guess. As you can see, the possible strategies there for the hards. because of the high deg on this track, because of the tires. And we actually have a VSC already. VSC. It looks like hill there. Something happened in the back.
he's
Oh,
got
the
things-
entire
got
wing
no-
gone. The
he's
entire
got a
wing.
weird little long nose.
It does look a bit weird always, right?
Like yeah, I don't like it, honestly.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it. It just seems off. Like you
Yeah.
have a nose, but no.
So you must not have liked the platypus era, huh? Of F1 when they like did those weird noses in F1.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think anybody
I
liked
do
this.
like how the cars look now, though. I think
Yeah.
they're pretty good.
I think they're good. I think is forcing them into having more curves is paying off because otherwise everything would just be boxy because there's no reason to have some of the curves.
I like the-
Aerodynamically, it doesn't do a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But here we go. And we are back to racing. Luckily, nobody took any penalties. Miller getting 2 positions there. And we actually see a jump here from Landon. Landon goes in. Wow, a huge dive. Almost a little too aggressive, but I think it was just there. Just enough. And Kunai getting caught out there from Landon on that restart. And Kanai's going to be looking to try to keep this position because he does not want to lose it to MacT. And he's going to want to keep with the other hard runners. And let's see. Oh, it looks like somebody's passing back there. It looks like Ghosty. No, he's not. I think that was actually Miller. Miller's getting attacked here from Sandy. Yeah, Sandy's on the side of him. They're side by side here. Nope, never mind. That was an illusion. It was an illusion.
Oh, someone's doing it. No, they're not. Oh, but they're doing it.
No, they're definitely not. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This pack, I don't know where to be. If you see somewhere to be, let me know.
You got it, boss.
Oh.
Looks like everyone's just settling
Yeah.
into a little bit of a groove, honestly.
Exactly. Anders there actually losing the gap. Oh yeah, here we go. The 2 McLarens. The little Red Bull sandwich that they got going on here.
I
Yeah.
think it's a weird sandwich, right? Or
Huh?
No, it wouldn't be. Remember
No,
we said
you
it's not
remember
a-
it?
it's
Yeah, it's a Red Bull. It's a Red
Correct.
Bull sandwich, yeah.
Correct.
The
A Red Bull
Ferrari
sandwich,
yeah.
McLaren whole grain.
McLaren.
McLaren full octane.
Full octane. Yeah, but we have there. It actually looks like Anders. Yeah, the bigger gaps being made now.
Yeah, two and a half almost.
2.5 here, and we've seen him do this before, especially on this track too.
Yeah,
Able to get a really big lead on these drivers, and you can see some of these drivers are trying to get past. I think even Nikolai's trying to get past there. And it's working out for his teammate. The more Nikolai fights Anders, the bigger this gap will get.
Yep. And Miller with the fastest lap of 132.767.
Yeah, and DRS should be open now. Which means now that we've seen these guys struggling behind them, we might be able to see somebody get a pass off here. As you see, the DRS is now open for all of these drivers in the train, and we might actually see a pass here from Nikolai. So Nikolai here going on the outside. He's on the outside holding it. Is he going to be able to hold the position though? And it does not.
Oh no, I think he's got it.
Still side by side. It's still side by side, and you can see this all these drivers. He does not get it, but you see falling backwards. You actually saw all the way to Miller. Like the Miller group is also catching up. It looks like now to this train. And sadly, there's only a few spots here. So we have another DRS here. This one, it never feels long enough, this one, to get a pass off at all.
The straight?
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah.
It's just a little short. Same with like the front straight one. That one's long enough, I think, to get a single pass off, but it is still a bit tiny. It's still a bit tight.
Yeah. No, I think this is a track to me that seems like it is a track of small opportunities.
Yes, and position is king.
But the window is brief.
Yeah, position plays a huge part of this race. If you're able to keep, like, you don't need, your pace doesn't have to be better than the person behind you. You just has to be close enough, and you can keep that position. There is one spot here down this longer straight after in sector 1 that you have a decent chance through, but the rest it's a little bit harder. Ooh.
Lost it a little bit there, Landon.
Yeah, was that? No, I think that might have been like net coding or something. He might have been thrown off there. Yeah. Well, it looked like he got really close to Nikolai and almost hit him and locked up. But yeah, it's a bit of a driver error, it looked like. Now he's trying to recover it. Kanai's trying to take advantage of that, but isn't able to. And we have there MacT, Lungy, Miller. Miller gets past Ghost. Didn't actually see that one happen. And he's already catching up to these guys up front. So he's doing a good job here pushing through. And now he's into P8. We have nobody with penalties yet. And everybody has not stopped. We have a single stop from Hill. Because Hill took wing damage through, I think it was through lap 1. Yeah, not sure what happened there. Oh yeah, Landon's already been in front of Kunai. Kunai's trying to make that position back up. All right, can Nikolai do it again here? Is he gonna go for an attempt?
See.
Nope, he just stays behind him.
I think he will be going for an attempt again.
Yeah, event soon. But the thing is, Anders' paces seemed pretty decent recently. Now that he's been under attack. I mean, they're still losing the gap to William, but that's a bit of a open air versus racing somebody, right? So it's just the nature of it.
The nature of the game.
Yeah, we now have Miller there. So we have from 2nd to 8th, all in a train together.
Did you say 7th to 8th?
2nd? Did I say 7? I might have said 7. I thought I said 2nd.
Like 7th to 8th. We have two people like.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I'm like, wait.
Yeah, 2nd to 8th are all together. Try to keep an eye on seeing when a driver is going to be going for an attack. We have Landon there a little bit further back from Nikolai and Anders, so we might see a defense and an attack there. And then we keep an eye on Landon and Kunai. Kunai might be looking to try to get past as well. See there, William in the distance. Nikolai doesn't look close enough still. And he isn't. It looks like Landon hasn't. Kunai's still there. MacT still holding onto the back, but because he's on these mediums, he's kind of trapped here. He can't really show the pace of what those medium tires can maybe do. But he will be pitting early and going for an undercut, which means anybody that he passes, you know, they have to pass him, and as we know, it's hard to pass on this track, so it will benefit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've only had 3 drivers improve their positions.
Exactly. And it's been like 1 or 2, right? It hasn't been a bunch, which just lets you know
literally
the nature of the track.
2 for Miller, and then 1.
Yeah.
Landon has 1, and then who's 13? Nolly has 1.
Yeah.
Is this
So not,
like Monaco, but like not Monaco? You know what I mean?
it's a better one. There's a lot better passing zones.
Better Monaco.
Uh, it's just, it is a long race, so that's something you want to keep in mind as well. So these
Yeah.
drivers are trying to, you're trying to
I think
lengthen the distance of the
strategy
tires.
might be
Yes, the
might
strategy,
get
the pit window, we'll see a lot more, and then as we get closer to the end, we'll see people driving a lot more aggressive than they have been, because right now they're trying to conserve these tires, try to get them to the end, and we can see there is a yellow flag. It is a Mercedes of James, it looks like, and we actually have there Miller getting past Lungy, so Lungy gets past. And now Miller has 3. Let's take it 3. All right. And as Miller tries to work through this pack, he is now on to the second medium runner. He's pretty far off though. It looks like he's out of the DRS, so he's gonna have to get back into it because of his fight against Lungy. And it actually looks like, oh, he was just looking. MacT was just looking. He didn't actually go for an attempt.
just taking a peek.
Just taking a peek, yeah.
Yeah, what's going on over here?
It's like when you're stuck in traffic, you just taking a peek. Okay, they're still there.
And we're still not moving. Got it. Cool.
Yeah, we're still not moving. Good.
I hate traffic, dude.
This is starting to look like traffic.
A little bit.
A little bit. It's high speed traffic, you know.
It's high speed traffic.
This new version of traffic.
Morning commute, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's tough to know who's gonna be going where.
Being like waiting and hoping for like a move, and then there's not one.
Yeah, they're playing smart because they know any of these drivers right here can get a good position at the end of the race if they can just, stick to their strategy. So maybe if somebody makes a mistake, you go for an attack, but I think they've just been kind of sitting. The pace is good, like it's not bad.
Yeah. Miller's right on the back.
But Miller's coming though.
Oh,
he's coming through.
Oh,
okay.
Ooh. I
saw a little bit of a love tap. Love tap.
I don't know what happened, but I saw it.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of net coding for how hard he got hit. Yeah. But he is here. I think he'll be going for it though through the. Oh, MacT already comes in. So didn't even need to go for that pass apparently. Oh. You do not want that. He gets a speeding in the pits there. Ooh, he's got to make that up. And if he gets stuck in this traffic, that's gonna hurt him really badly. Yeah. Ouch. Remember to slow down a little extra. That's usually what I do. I know it's hard to do sometimes though.
It's always really
slow down a little extra. Yeah.
That pops up right at the end.
Oh yeah, it comes up very late. It definitely does. But we have there. So now, with that driver pitting in, it looks like we have from 2nd to 6th. Miller here on the back of his teammate. Will most likely just get the position when there's time. It looks like it might even be here. No, it's not going to be here. I think their pace is good enough that they can wait until it's a pass where neither of them lose any time to give the position back, or to give them the position. But we can see there, Anders losing a bit of pace, it looks like, as this group is getting even tighter now. So Nikolai might be going for an attack soon if this pace continues like this. He takes a look. And he doesn't do it yet. But I would keep an eye on this because Nikolai might be going for an attack here. He is pretty close.
No, I see the two Haas drivers are together now. Strategery.
Yeah.
Might be
We have the Red Bulls and McLarens, and then the Haas's at the end. It's
really
very
weird
curious.
seeing Haas do so well, honestly.
Yeah.
What is this?
They did well in esports, so he kind of
It's supposed to
you
be
know,
a
we're just-
realistic driving
just
simulator.
well, we're fitting in with the esports series. The Haas is doing good there. But yeah. It does not look like he's gonna be able to. So Anders there, just that gap. Oh, a little bit of a dive. Don't know what Kanai was doing there, but Miller takes a huge advantage from that. I don't know if I had the best angle of that, but yeah, it looked like a driver mistake here. That's something we haven't really talked about yet, is how difficult this track is for that. Like, you make one little mistake, your race could be over because of how close this is. A city track. There's walls everywhere. And we saw there, it looked like Landon keep really good with keeping that eye open. I think he saw it and noticed it.
I had a much better perspective on that when I was from wherever.
From yours, yeah. Yeah, but it looked like Landon was able to avoid it, which is nice. I don't know how much he was able to avoid it. I mean, he did lose. Yeah, he did lose a position because of it. But you know, his race is still there. He still has a chance.
132.605.
There you go, Mac T. You're showing the pace of those hards, and that's something we want to keep an eye on. Mac T goes in, is doing a 132. The fastest driver last lap was a 134, so he's about 2 seconds faster than the guys up front. So every lap they continue to race on these hards. He's going to be gaining.
Extended that lead to 8 seconds.
He has. He's been about a second faster than everybody else, because everybody else is kind of stuck in a train.
Yeah.
Which has been the issue.
You have to start calling him Max.
Yeah, he is pretty super.
Ooh,
Super Will. It is fitting that he is in a Red Bull, this season, with his dominance that he showed this season.
A little too fitting.
A little too fitting. But here we go. Nikolai has to keep a peak. Now he's going to have to keep Anders honest and actually might need to try to go for a pass. As we can see, Miller has pushed his way through all the way to P4. He's going to be looking for more. Williams' main rival in the Drivers' Championship is Miller.
Ooh, Mac T again.
Yeah, he's flying. He knows he needs to, right? Because he has that 5 second, but he also wants to try to get away from these guys up front, right? So when these guys pit, he wants to be as far away as possible as he can to them, to make sure that he doesn't have to tow them around at all. Because if he starts towing these guys around, his race is over. His strategy's over, right? Because his strategy is to get out there far enough ahead that by the end of the race, they maybe finally catch up to him. But obviously with that 5 second, he never wants them to catch him at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, because once they catch him, 5 seconds, that's losing like 4 or 5 positions with how close these guys are.
That's a problem for future us. Let's not worry about that right now.
Yeah.
Future Alpine.
Well, it's future Alfie. But for me, I'm talking about it right now. Nolly comes into the pits. Was the other driver. So Lungi is the only driver, if we go to the tires, still the only driver on the mediums. Oh, and Hill, because Hill went in like lap 2 or whatever.
14 look like they're on mediums.
But I meant on they're all new mediums. I was meaning on like the starting mediums. Yeah. But I guess Hill technically is on starting mediums. Like only 1 lap different because he had to pit early. But here we go. It looks like Anders getting a bit of a gap from Miller, and this means, oh, Miller gets a little bit sideways. I don't know if he's passing here anymore. Yeah, he lost all that pace to him. He tried to put his foot down a little too early, I think, trying to get that good exit. What a good catch, though. And Landon there, still trying to catch back up to this front pack. I hope he doesn't have any wing damage. And it's just him trying to catch back up.
It's been a surprisingly uneventful race.
Yeah, not too much, not too much. We had a few things, a little driver incident here and there. A few passes.
Is this the same league as last week?
It is. It's a bit of the track, I think. It's a bit of the track.
Are these the same drivers?
These are the same drivers. They're all really close. It's just they're being very tame.
Calm.
Yeah, they're very calm.
Everyone's just out for a drive with their buddies.
They are just out there on a drive with their buddies.
Let's go onto the track. We'll have some fun. Just casual.
Yeah. Oh, and here we go. Nikolai making it fun. He's going in early. He's starting it. So mediums from here. That's 16 laps. It's a little long, but I mean, it's doable.
I mean, that's longer than he was on the hards for.
Yeah, I mean, but it, you know, the nature of the track, he's carrying less weight of fuel, so it won't wear the tires more. It is long. It's definitely a long stint. But what he's doing is he's trying to undercut Anders so that when Anders comes in, he's in front of him and he can slow him down even more. I don't know why it matters at this point because Anders is like 9-second gap.
It's you just want to secure the victory, you know. You want to.
Yeah,
really
I guess. Well, he's definitely trying to now because he's trying to be in front of Anders when he comes out. And we actually see there a lap car catching up to already. And he does get out of the way. So, you know, good job on him. And Landon and Kunai here together. This is a little bit of McLaren Haas versus McLaren Haas. It's not deja vu. I'm not seeing double.
Deja vu.
You're not seeing double. It is just the same thing happening twice. Oh, and here we go. Landon goes in. Oh, and the other two react to it. So they do go onto the mediums now. All of them are reacting to this. The only... Kunai stays out. The double stack is going to hurt them, right? No. Yeah, just a little. Just a little bit. Let's see what he comes out at. Oh, Landon did have wing damage from that incident. As you can see, he comes in for a wing there.
Ouch.
So a 9.3. So I think he lost about a second because of the double stop. And then he had to actually do the stop. So 9.3 is not crazy bad. But what that does is he's going to have to work through drivers like Ghosty and MacT pretty late into this race. It's going to be hard to see where he ends up ending up. Like, this is good for... yeah, he's in P3 now. This is what we knew. We knew this was going to happen with the undercut, right? It's super strong. If he's able to stay away from the rest of the drivers, he has a chance here. You know, he has to keep that 5-second gap, which is going to be hard to do. But he's there.
Challenging, but I believe.
As we'll see later in the race. So look at that gap that Nikolai was able to make in a single lap. You can see Anders is getting affected by Sandy, but Sandy isn't gonna hold him up too much. No, he is holding him up a little much.
Sandy
There.
lost
Yes. Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a touch there. And he does come back onto the track in front of Miller. So Miller's going to be looking to try to get past, and Ghosty as well. Ghosty doing a really good job. Look at how close he got to Miller from that undercut. Oh my gosh. Looked like they almost crashed. Okay, he does yield there. And now it looks like Ghosty's going to be looking to get past him as well. Ghosty trying to get He's not going to be able to get past him yet. Not quite yet. I think Ghosty's just going to wait until the... Here, and you can see those hards are falling off. Their pace is a little bit shot, but it looks like he's going to get an easy pass here. It looks like he's even passing him before. Oh no, his DRS is already open. But he does get past them. Gets it to P6. There we go. He's now in P6. Miller in P5, right behind Anders. Nikolai, 5-second gap to MacT. So that's the 5 seconds we're talking about, right? If he's able to keep that, it's going to be hard though.
Yeah, no, challenging.
But look at that, 3-second gap to Anders from a single lap. Isn't that crazy? The amount of pace they were losing on those tires. Yeah, Nikolai did a 131 on those tires. And it looks like Anders is out to do a fastest lap.
Out of way, Anders.
Yeah, he's pushing forward. He's trying to catch up to him.
William will be pitting because he's got 17 lap old.
I mean, the longer he waits, it's going to hurt him because as you can see, these laps are going, they're significantly faster, right, than the others. As we see right there, 131.4, as William just did a 134. So do 3 seconds faster. Do you remember his gap is like about 8 or 9?
His gap is not.
So, huh?
His gap
No. But that's not the correct gap because
yeah, that's true.
we're talking about the gap between. Yeah, so we're getting close though. We're getting close to where he comes out behind. He might even come out behind MacT now.
I think he's got to go for it.
He's pitting this lap or the next lap, but either way, it means he's gonna benefit, right? Because the worst is he comes out behind Nikolai, which means he ends up in front of him. Anyways, and then he only has to pass one person, MacT. And technically, he doesn't even have to pass him.
Like their pit records.
Yeah.
Fastest pit stop. 0.5 seconds.
0.5. You think he's coming into the bits?
I'm watching him going to
he is into the bits. You're right. So he finally comes into the bits. He's gonna have the freshest tires. And he was in first. The advantage of being in first, man, it's so noticeable.
Or no, that's Ghosty. Maybe?
Yeah.
No, that's right?
Yeah, and he's benefiting so much because of his teammate, right? Because he knew his teammate was in front of Anders now, so he didn't have to worry about him as much. But you see there, Nikolai gonna come out in front of him, but because they're teammates, he's just gonna let him pass, just barely. Wow, that was really good strategy there from the Red Bulls. They get him out on the furthest into the race as possible on lap 29 or lap 19, which means he'll have the freshest tires going into the end of the race. Only loses a position to Nikolai and MacT, but the MacT one I think will be easier for him to get past. But you see there, because he's still warming up these tires, he's actually under threat, and this could ruin it all.
Could ruin it.
This could ruin all of it if Anders is able to get past him here.
See what Anders can do.
Yeah.
That's some close driving.
Yeah, Anders is really close to him. And here he's going to get DRS. I think he's going to have to spend a bit of ERS to protect this. Because if he doesn't, he's going to be under fire. He's on the outside here. He's going to have to leave the space. He just barely does. It looks like he goes a little bit off track, trying to avoid the incident. Not trying to hit him at all. And they are super close. And this is the first bit of racing I think Williams had the entire race.
Yeah, honestly.
Maybe this is actually, maybe he wanted this.
Maybe he did. Maybe
he did.
I'm getting kind of bored up here. Let me do something a little different.
Let me fight a little bit here. And with this fighting though, this could actually help Nikolai, because Nikolai's tires are going to fade off at the end, right? So the longer these two fight together now gives Nikolai a chance to not just win it, but also like hold P2 or P3.
We have 11 laps left.
Exactly. We have a lot of laps left. And you remember Nikolai pit in just a little bit earlier, so his tires are going to fade earlier than the rest. So this bit of break from because of William could play heavily into it. And you can actually see there, oh man, Nikolai is really close. Also, these two fights, there's two fights happening right now.
Both fights.
Oh, here we go. Nikolai is right on the back of Macti now. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. He's blinking. He's trying his hardest. Nikolai on the outside. He leaves him enough space. And Macti's not able to hold it. You could just see there the tires weren't able to give him the power he needed.
Yeah.
And Nikolai was able to get through because of it. Yeah. So Macti loses that position. He actually goes in. He's going for a two-stopper here, so he's going to be going on to the sauce. Most likely here. And he's going to be flying at the end of this race. Interesting strategy. It could pay off for him because he did do it early in both of them.
Going for another set of mediums.
Okay, goes to the mediums. Maybe because the softs are just too bad on this track. But either way, we saw how good the mediums are, right? So the mediums are going to be really well, especially in the beginning. We've seen the pace on these early ones. People have been doing 131s, 132s. As you fade further into it, you start going into the 34s. So some of these drivers have been doing like 34s, 35s. So he has a good chance. Sandy there going onto the softs. So we'll see if those tires can last. And now with William and Nikolai together. So here's the thing, right? William's winning this. Okay, never mind. I don't even know why. I don't even know why I questioned it. I don't even know why I questioned it. I was like, maybe Nikolai could win a race here. Give Perez a race win every now and then. Oh yeah. Can I win one of these times?
No.
No. But then how would I win? That would be. They kind of are, right? They're kind of that shake and bake.
A little shake and bake, baby.
William there taking the fastest lap with a 131.237. The fastest lap on this track is a 130.409 for the Champion Series. So we'll see if somebody's able to beat that. We did see a few drivers go in for new tires. Ghosty coming in for a two-stop as well. So a few drivers opting into the two-stop instead of running these tires to the end. We'll see if it pays off for them.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how the last, I don't know, I think 3 to 5 laps will turn out. That'll be interesting.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the last few laps are going to become it's where this track's more of like a chess game, right? It's a lot of moving around very subtly. Very, yeah, but I think it's been good. It's been calculated is the thing. The drivers fighting the elements of the track at the same time, and we have here another lapped car coming up to. Hopefully they yield out when the blue flags come across. All right, yield out. No, you're not going to yield out?
No.
Yeah, and it looks like if Anders isn't able to catch up to Nikolai, he's going to be in danger of Miller there. Miller's going to be coming for an attack on him. And this is going to be for podium, right? So Anders and Miller, they're fighting for this podium. So see if we're able to do anything. But with Nikolai now behind William, I think William's going to be trying to push him as hard as possible to keep him there so they could get 1 and 2. While these two of Anders and Miller are going to be trying to push through as well to just get into that position. And there we go, Sandy. Sandy with the fastest lap here. Did you see what that time was? A 131.113. So not quite there on the lap record or the track record, but you know, fastest lap now. It's the one that counts, right? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, Miller's right on the back. So he's probably going to go and wait until sector 1, you know, through the, you know, after turn 5. That's usually where everybody's been doing their passes. It's the easiest one. Oh, he almost passed him. He is passing him here already. That was weird because he didn't even open his DRS. Maybe he didn't want to pass him, because now it looks like Anders is gonna be coming in for a pass here. Oh, but it looks like Miller is pushing. He's pushing heavy too, because looks like he was even gapping Anders for a second. Yeah, he's blinking there, so he's pushing heavy. He's trying to catch up to the guys up front, I think, because he wants to make them have to race as well. With that 2-second gap. 2-second gap.
2 seconds is a lot.
That is a lot. He has a decent amount of laps, though. As we come into it. The guys up front are doing 133s, and he is doing a 132.6. So about half a second faster. So we'll see if he's able to cut that gap down. Anders is going to be right behind him. He does have to keep an eye on him. And we have, it looks like Lannon still trying to work back those time loss he had because of that wing damage. And we have the 2 Alpines going to be looking to try to benefit lead into this race because of the double stop, the 2 stop that they did. All right, Miller's got it down to a 1.7. Anders still right behind him. And Kanai in lane and just, you know, trying to work back into that pace with them. Is there not a F124? What do you mean?
F124 is in.
It was released. Yeah, it releases in May 31st. Yeah.
Usually we switch over, like, I don't know, I feel like it's a couple months at least. Several.
It's about a month or so. Yeah. I think we usually wait. We look for a stable version of it. So once it feels stable. Yeah.
Enough time that the kinks are worked out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so 34 will be...
It sort of just got released, but it didn't get released. It's in testing still, technically.
Yeah.
Working out the bugs, which I've heard there are a few.
Yeah, I would expect August. Early August is when we would probably... Oh, I missed that. Somebody... Miller! I missed what happened to him. His wing damage. Oh my gosh, this is why I shouldn't just talk to people. I missed what happened to him. He took wing damage there.
Yeah, we weren't on him, so neither of us.
I wasn't on him. I was in the back. He's coming into the pits.
Yeah.
You know, his day just got worse apparently, not better. And with that lack of threat now for Nikolai and William. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Does William give Nikolai a win now? For all his hard work. If he's able to keep up. That's the real question here.
We'll see.
Or do you just let him continue his dominance? You know? That's the real question here. Or does Anders ruin it all? And we do, you know, they can't do that anyways. We'll find out. All we do know is that Miller's gonna have to work all the way back through the pack that he just fought heavy to get through. It does most likely mean he's going to get fastest lap because now he's on softs really late into this race.
Yeah.
MacT here finally caught up to Lunchy. MacT here making his move. The double stop. Is it going to pay off here? We're going to find out. He did do the double. He's looking for one right now. Is he going to get... He's not going to go for it. He looks, but he doesn't go. He's going to be going through the front straight. Most likely, he's still not going to be able to go for an attempt here. Oh, no, he is. He's going in. Side by side. Still side by side. Still side by side. It looks like he yields for now. But with this, he will have DRS through these back straight or side straight or whatever. The second straight. And he does finally finish it off. So he does get past them here. And MacT takes P6. All right, and if we move back here, because I want to be... So Sandy has the fastest lap so far. But we have Miller here doing a lap. He has just started his lap. He's going to be looking to do a fastest lap. Maybe not this lap, but the next one maybe. We'll keep an eye.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah, Miller must be upset with himself. Whatever he did, or whatever happened,
I'm sure
he's not gonna be happy about it either way with himself.
Would you like to put up the driver of the day poll, sir?
Yeah, Sandy here gonna be getting passed by Miller? Question mark? They're actually gonna fight through this corner here. This might actually compromise Miller's lap a bit. And with that, it does look like he is compromised. As I try to get this driver of the day pull up. We'll stay with Miller. It is the closest one. Besides the Red Bulls up front. We kind of expect them to be nothing crazy to happen up there.
And he is through.
Yeah, we don't expect much from the guys up front, so.
I want to see what else.
All right.
I'm gonna go up to Anders and see if he can't catch up a little bit.
Yeah. He's trying to.
Oh yeah, he's putting effort in. 2 laps to go. Kunai with a really good performance today.
Exactly.
Sitting in 4th.
We do have the driver of the day pull up now. So put in who you think is the driver of the day. And Miller goes fastest 130.845. So does not beat his fastest lap from last season. But does get a really good lap out. I mean, that 130.4 is crazy fast.
Yeah, no, that is very
that he
fast.
did last season. So not sure if he's going to attempt it again one more time near the end of this, but I doubt it, since he's like, I got fastest lap. I'm good.
It's enough for
I'm
me.
good. I don't need to I don't need to crash into a wall or something.
Yeah, I mean, 11 seconds in 2 laps
It's a lot.
is pretty much. It's a good match. I don't know if that is
Well, I meant him pushing for the fastest overall.
Oh, ever?
Yeah, ever. That he's done.
I mean,
That we've done.
fastest today is enough.
Yeah, it's 0.5, which is
We'll see how he does.
1/10 off of it. I don't think there's a reason to try to go for that. I think next season cars are going to be faster anyway, so you'll be able to beat it next season in the next in the next game.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how everything shakes out with the next game.
Yeah, hopefully we can turn on formation lap again. That'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
But we are here. All right. So I'm going to do it again. Does William let Nikolai win a race?
Maybe.
Does he let him? Yeah, it's interesting. I'm just putting it out there because there's no reason he needs to. And there's no reason. Yeah, it's just something. I just don't have content. I'm gonna be honest. This race has been.
You're trying to drum up drama.
Yeah, just
trying to drum up drama.
I mean,
it's kind of chill race.
it wouldn't. Yeah, it's been chill.
It's a Sunday drive.
I mean, they wouldn't say that. I'm pretty sure they're all sweating.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, that was so hard. I mean, it looks like a really challenging track.
It is a very challenging. That's why they haven't really been like when they were all together. They weren't really forcing much from each other because
track itself was enough of a competitor.
Yeah. And we see like it did slowly separate all the drivers out, right? Near the end, we did get that separation. Our closest competitors are William and Nikolai here, with them not actually competing though. They've been very good at that.
A lot of team play there.
Yeah, and with this, I think they will have a chance next weekend to solidify their place. They might be able to solidify constructors next weekend, especially with the dominating performance here today.
They've had a really good season, honestly.
A crazy good season. Both drivers, I think they had a few times where neither or one of them didn't score points, but that was like rarely. And almost every race, they've both scored points, and not just points, like good points.
Yeah, no, I think it has been every race that they've scored pretty good points.
Yeah, but we have here coming across the line, and we're gonna have William here winning the race, Nikolai getting P2, Anders taking P3, Kunai here coming through the end. It's gonna take P4. Lannon. Oh, Lannon has somebody right behind him now. They're coming right to the end. MacT's not able to do it. Lannon takes P5. MacT takes P6. And I think he has... Oh, yeah, MacT already served his stop go. So Lungy there is going to take P7. Ghosty takes P8. Miller, with a tough day, is going to take P8, with Sandy taking the final points position here, coming into the end of this race. And what a race!
Good race.
I would love.
Exciting of races, but a good race.
Yeah, I would love to see Nikolai win a race because we've seen it. His pace is there. He can win a race.
Oh, yeah. Very doable.
But he's always, he's doing a really good job as a second driver. But it is frustrating because you're like, oh man, I want to see him fight for this, because the person he's fighting against would be his teammate. So then we're like, oh, he's not gonna do it because he's So it does suck, but it's understandable. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
But he did that really late, so it's not technically. It'll end up being finished still. Nikolai there getting driver of the day from the game. I agree. He drove really well. I'd approve of that.
I approve.
I approve that.
And we approve this message.
Yep. Well, we have here not Nicola. We have here William winning it again in Singapore. Makes that 3 now. 3 wins in Singapore. I think we have to say this is his track.
Oh yeah, no, this is his track.
There might be a few tracks where I'm like, William's really good here. But this is one where I'm like, no, he's really good here. No. He's gotten pole every time we've raced here. He's won 3 out of the 4 times we've been here. I think it's fair to say that this is his track.
I would not disagree with that.
Yeah. I wonder if he actually likes this track, because I know some drivers, they might be fast at some tracks,
really
but
good
not necessarily. Yeah, they might not necessarily be the quickest though. Oh, here we go. We have the battle. We have a good little tight battle here for who's gonna get driver of the day. When should I close this thing, you think?
Give it like another minute, 2 minutes.
Another minute for the driver of the day. We are really close here for the driver of the day. All right. Let's see. Can we get one more vote? Can we get one more vote from the group here?
Just one more vote.
One more vote. All right, it doesn't look like we're going to get... Oh, we did get one more vote there. And with that, I am going to end the driver of the day poll.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. You mean actually end it this time?
Actually end it this time. You just say
yes, and we have the winner of the driver of the day poll is Nikolai, which, I mean, it makes sense, right? He drove solid out there. I think he did everything he needed to do as a second driver. Still gets P2. I think he could have even fought for P1 maybe. I mean, this is Williams' track though, so maybe he still would have lost really that battle with them.
Yeah.
But I think he as a second driver, they get even closer, I think, to the Constructors Championship clinching. And also he helped William one more time get even closer to a World Drivers Champion. So he's fighting for his third one. But we'll see, right? Yeah, World Drivers Champion. Yeah, it's solid. He's done really well out here. Do you have any last words as we get closer to closing out? Yeah, here.
No. Lessons to impart? No.
No, I think the driving was really well here. I think we had a few driver mistakes. Other than that, I think the drivers were pretty fair when it came to when they did fight each other. It seemed fair, so that was good to see out there.
Yeah, it was very mellow, especially compared to like last race. Yeah. It was very chill.
Yes, Sandy, is this real life with the Red Bulls going 1-2 again? You know, we didn't mean to, but it looks like we have. We are out here mimicking real life.
It's actually like page 2 of the script for the season.
You know? Oh yeah, of the season to mimic the real life one.
The like kind of timeline bullet point one, you know, like that page.
I really enjoyed the fight from McLaren. That was really nice to see. They did fight against the Red Bull for a while before they weren't able to. There was that incident with Kunai and Lennon that happened, so that was unfortunate. I think that put both of those drivers out of contention of even fighting up there with Anders. But it does happen, right? And then Miller had his incident that caused him to go all the way back into the back of the grid again. And then we had the 2 Alpines. I don't think it was particularly their favorite track from either of them. They showed really good pace, and I think they maximized their... Yeah, I think they
So,
maximize their points that they thought they could get here. So that's always a key, right? To know is, what track is your best at and not best at, and kind of just make sure you get as much points as you think you
I
can
mean, hey,
get.
we've seen it
And I
before.
think that's what they did.
Consistent points is what matters for constructors from
Yeah,
teams.
exactly. Consistency. And they scored some good points still. I think the two stop was not, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't the worst. I think you saw the advantages of going into the pit and getting new tires. Your pace
Yeah.
was significantly different. So I think a few of them did that. Yeah, this is ghosty. Yeah. But on that, our next race is going to be um next week, right? Yeah, next week, April 20th in China. So
China.
Chinese Grand Prix in Shanghai International Circuit. That's always a fun one. I think there's a lot of space there to race, and
Yeah.
because of that, yeah, China. I know a lot. Some of these guys don't like China, but I love it. I especially as a spectator, it's super fun. Um,
Love to see it.
there's just so much fighting. I think there's a little bit better strategy there. In Singapore, I think the issue here was like their strategy was either hard, medium, medium, hard. It wasn't really, you couldn't really go onto the softs, and it was just the deg is just so bad here. Yeah, it's not really a big difference in strategies, but I think China, we might see a few people on softs. Maybe we'll see. Sometimes people just end up following the same same strategies as each other. So, but we'll see what happens. I think China will be a better race where for side to side racing. This one was a good race for just endurance racing. Like we saw the paces of certain drivers that who didn't make a mistake and things like that. Yeah.
Not a bad day.
Yeah, not a bad day. We'll see you guys in round 10 of the Champion Series. I was your host, Stinky One. I was here with Iversum.
Hello and goodbye.
This is Delta Zero Productions Champion Series. We'll see you all next time.
Later, guys.